Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the reading room. My candle is on, and so we are now ready for our Pick a Card Monday, where I've asked you to choose either card number 1 or 2 or 3 with regard to some relationship advice this week, because Valentine's Day is coming up in a couple of days, so I thought it might be interesting to do a bit of just a general relationship reading. If you find that the information makes sense for you and it has meaning, then that is wonderful. If it doesn't, then don't worry too much about it. You know, if your relationship's fine and nothing really is going on that is worth worrying about, then you are very, very lucky, may I say. But there might still be something here that you need to take heed of with maybe work relationships, for example, or friend relationships. So listen in anyway. If you would like a longer reading, specifically about yourself and maybe somebody else, a specific person, I'm very happy to do an email reading for you. So you can contact me on tarotqueen@gmail.com. It will be an email reading, and I will be charging for that. So I will leave some information for you in the first comment under this if you would like to do so. But let's get on with these cards. So 1, 2, or 3. If you haven't chosen yet, go and pick your poison. Otherwise, I'm choosing card number 1, and we have the 3 of Swords. What an epic card to start off with, my goodness. So the 3 of Swords is a card where we see a person sitting there contemplating what they are going to do, and they're looking at this heart that is punctured. It is broken by 3 swords that are sitting in it, and it looks like it's doing quite a bit of damage. So this is about an uncomfortable truth coming your way right now that you have to deal with. The 3 of Swords in a relationship reading is about really an emotional truth that's finally landing, that's finally come out to the forefront, and you now have to deal with it. And often it is something that you have been avoiding, and therefore it's going to be hurting you. Now, this card can show at times heartbreak or betrayal or harsh words, or realizing that maybe someone can't be everything for you. They can't do all the things that you had hoped that they would do for you, or that you are in a wrong relationship, a wrong place with the wrong people. And you're really thinking about it, and it's like, well, things that have happened before. And it's like, well, this is the 3rd time this has happened now. Am I going to realize the truth about this or not? The important thing, don't minimize what has hurt you. Don't do it just to keep the peace. And I know in most cases that's a work-related thing, where we're with people who are extraordinarily horrible, and all we're doing is just trying to get by, and we keep the peace. This card shows up when someone has been cutting corners with honesty. It's either you or them, so this is confronting time. So if something has felt sharp or dismissive or emotionally careless, it probably was, so stop making excuses for that person, and ignoring it won't heal it. But here's the good thing, and this really matters. This card clears any illusions that you may have had. It clears up any emotional confusion. You can guarantee that what is happening now is the other person's truth. So acknowledge it, and stop kind of worrying that you're making up things in your head. You can finally now decide what stays and what goes. Firstly, important, don't make rash decisions. Name the hurt, even if it's to yourself, quietly. You don't have to confront it at this point in time, but you do have to stop lying to yourself about what you are feeling. That's the first step. Yeah, sometimes clarity hurts less than hope that keeps getting disappointed. Clarify it for yourself and decide what are the next steps. What are you going to do? That's the most important thing right now. Okay, let's move away from that card and see our next card. So if you chose card number 2, these are heavy cards. I'm so sorry for this. 9 of Swords. All right, overthinking and self-blame. That's what this card is all about. So we see a person in a bed with their head in their hands. There's a dog barking, very, very worried about their master, and they have 9 swords dangling above their head. So this card is all about what you are going through in your mind. You're replaying conversations. You're imagining the worst case scenarios. You might even be waking up at 3 a.m. thinking, was all of this really my fault? This sometimes happens when gaslighting is concerned. It's a terrible, terrible thing to do to people. So not every relationship problem needs to be solved at 3 o'clock in the morning. And if you do wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, don't make any impulsive phone calls or emails, please. You may write your email, but I want you to go to sleep and wake up in the morning and have a good look at it before it is sent. Listen to Mama Tarot Queen here. The 9 of Swords shows anxiety, filling in all of the gaps where communication and reassurance are missing. So you are in a pickle. You really don't feel safe here, or you don't feel as though things are right, and you are churning and churning and churning over with a particular relationship that you are at or in at the moment. Now, the good news is that the card tells you that the most fear that really is happening is in your head, and it may not actually be happening. It's all in your head. You need to be soothed. You need to speak to someone where you can sit down and maybe talk it out, not keep on regurgitating it inside your head, because we're not getting clarity there. And maybe someone can give you some information that really just makes things so much better when you hear it from another person. So if you're going to talk to someone about it, try not to overcomplicate it with too much emotional talk. Just put the points down. What's been going on? How do you feel? What's happening? And see if another person's information can help you here. So ask for clarity instead of assuming that it's all about rejection. Rest. Allow yourself to rest. No 3 a.m. emails, please. And it's a relationship that constantly, if it is a relationship that constantly leaves you anxious rather than grounded, that's something that is worth noting. It's something that's worth noting because you just aren't feeling right with it in the first place. It is a worry to you. So peace is better than continual anxiety. Let's go for card number 3. Lucky 3. Let us see what this one is. The 7 of Wands. Wow. Not a lot of people are going to have very good luck with their relationships this week. I hope you've all booked your Valentine dinners. So the 7 of Wands. So this is about self-respect and boundaries. And so we have a person up on a hill, let's say, and he's holding this one big wand in his hand, and there are all of these other little wands that are, it's like they're jabbing for attention. They're sneaking up on him, and he's trying to keep them all at bay. So this is about holding your ground emotionally, mentally, and energetically. Now, the warning here is stop explaining yourself to people. Stop explaining yourself to people who will benefit from misunderstanding you. This 7 of Wands shows up when you're being tested. Not because you're wrong, but because you've grown. Because you're trying to continually blend in with the rest. When you don't blend in anymore, you're actually gone to the next level. You're leaving people behind. You're leaving old ways behind, and people don't like that. They'll keep on bringing you back. They'll keep on bringing you down or bringing you back and trying to make you fit in. And the worst thing that you can do is keep trying to fit in when you don't fit in anymore. So you may be challenged, you may be judged or suddenly pushed back down this week. Someone may say something that really triggers you. So be aware. And when that happens, walk away. Don't try and convince them. You've been trying to do this way too much. So you are allowed to protect what matters to you. And this card supports healthy boundaries and you advocating for yourself. So you can say, this is where I stand, and you don't apologize for it. This is what I'm going to do. This is as far as it has come. Now, how can we work this well this week? Choose which relationships are worth the effort and which ones expect you to constantly prove your value. No one deserves access just because they're familiar. And sometimes this is all about family. So it looks like in all of these cards, this isn't a soft and cuddly relationship week. Even though Valentine's Day is coming up, it's going to bring with it truth, clarity, and self-respect. So some connections might deepen because honesty is finally present, like in card number 1. Others may feel uncomfortable because you're no longer abandoning yourself to keep them comfortable, number 3. And honestly, that's growth, isn't it? So take again what you feel you can take from these cards, if they have had meaning for you, if something has really been an important message that I've delivered today, please take it on board. Respect yourself, look after yourself, stand up for yourself, make sacred and strong boundaries. You are not anyone's puppet to play with for 24 hours a day. And do not send 3 a.m. emails, even if you do think they're good. I hope you have a great week, and I hope to see you back next week for another Pick a Card Monday. Bye for now.